Okay, Hilchas Ishus. We are up to Chaf Aleph. Okay, so Oysan Shomer Rabbeinu Zal Shelo Yisa Oysan. Those people that Chazal said he shouldn't marry them. Feel Oysan Mavi Shudar Lo Soder He. You shouldn't even live in the same Mavi, like in the same area as the woman you're not supposed to marry, right? Because there's going to be chashad. So let's say a guy heard about his wife that she was mezana, so then they're gonna obviously they have to get divorced. Even if he doesn't know for sure, he needs to ask a shelas chacham whether he's allowed to live with her anymore because he heard that she was mezana. Chav Gimel. If a woman got divorced because she was not tznius, I don't know if pritzos means not tznius or misbehavior. Ein roy la'adam kosher sheyisahena. It's not roy for a kosher person to marry this woman. Let's say a woman is bad in her das. She bailas meriva. She fights. She's not tznius like the b'nai Yisrael that are kosher mitzvah l'gosher. It's a mitzvah to divorce her. Afilu b'ziv grishin, even if it's a first marriage. Right? Meaning in the culture can a second marriage. You have Sultan. Chav Hey. Mitzvah chacham sheyasi adam bana u'noisov samach lepirkon. It's a mitzvah of the chachamim that a person should marry off his sons and daughters when the time comes. Shem yanichem, because if you just let them be, yaveli de znus ali hira, they're going to come to znus or hira. V'alzen nemar of fakadaton novecha v'leisechta. You have to keep track of your house, and you won't do a chet. V'chein mitzvah chachamim abnei Yisrael shemi shiraya shishta ena halechas b'derech yishara. That if somebody sees that his wife's not going the straight way, and she's having some sort of closeness with other men, meaning doesn't mean znus, because then that would be the end of the marriage. She's just hanging out. You have to give her musar, and you should warn her between him and her, meaning in private, with nachas and in a pure way. Why? Because you want to be able to take away the michshol, which will only happen if you do it in a nice, calm way. Don't tell her, don't be alone with this person. Even if he's talking to his wife privately. Why? Why shouldn't you say this? From last week's parsha, we don't have the Meisaita. You have a big tumult. What's going to be? Right? Meaning, if he tells her not to be alone and she's alone, even if there's nothing went on, could very well be that they're us already. So since it gets so complicated, he shouldn't say that he doesn't want her to be nistar. And if somebody's not makbid on his wife, on his sons, or anybody in the house, and he does not warn them and doesn't stay on top of them, basically, until he knows that they're clean. Fine. Chavav also lost the shtei chuppahs l'shnei achim. You're not allowed to make two chuppahs for two brothers, either shtei achayos b'yamechad, or the two sisters in one day. From the ein mar v'simcha b'simcha, because you cannot mix one simcha with another simcha. V'yeshayim dafilu b'shavua, that even in the same week, b'shua achas, even in 1 week, ain't lasses. You should not make that. Uraya me Yaakov Avinu the sim malay shvua zois, because by Yaakov Avinu, when he was fooled and he ended up marrying Leah and he wanted to marry Rachel, so he said, once I finish this week of Sheva brachas, and then I'll go marry her. So you see, why couldn't you just marry her that day? And because you can't mix them up. Simin kuf mem vav min hagi tainis chasen v'kalo b'ydal seifim. So we know that there's a minig for them to fast. So Aleph, noigin shechasen v'kalo masana v'yom chupasim. The minig is that a chasen and kala fast on the day of their chuppah. Because that's the day like a Yom Kippur for them. They should say Anenu just like any other Tainus. Right? In our Medinas, they only fast until after the chuppah, meaning like now when the chuppahs are early because Shki is 8:20 or whatever, 8:25. A lot of times chuppahs are 8 o'clock. They could break their fast. And if the chuppah ends at night, then they don't have to fast till after the chuppah. They can break their fast. Like in the winter, say it's like 5 o'clock, and the chuppahs are not till 7:30, so they could wait. They could break it by tzeis. They're allowed to eat. It doesn't sound like they're allowed to eat a lot, but they can eat something. But they can't drink any alcoholic beverages, which we'll see in a minute. In all those days you don't fast. You do fast. And all those days we fast. As far as I know, the minig is not to make chasanas between Yom Kippur and Sukkot. On the days that you don't fast, you still shouldn't run after extra food and drink. And because you should be very careful from being drunk. Some say the reason to fast is not because it's a day of Mechila, and they say to fast because we're afraid you're going to get drunk, and then you're not going to say, you can say like, oh, I was drunk when I got married, I really don't want to marry her. Chazan and Kala have to be very holy when they go into the chuppah. They should do tshuva. And they should think about their actions from the day they were born until today. And they should ask for mechila from Hashem. And they should have perfect regret. I don't know, perfect, but they should have full regret with a broken heart. They should make a accept on himself to be a good guy. And then after you go into the chuppah, and the Hashem should put the shechina between them. The ish, a woman and a man, the shechina is between them. And there's a whole shlo about it. The minig is to say vida in Tfilas Mincha, kamay Erev Yom Kippur, just like an Erev Yom Kippur. And l'chari, you say that even on a day that you're not going to fast.
Second marriages?
Second marriages, yes. Okay. I think, as far as I know, the minig is yes. But nowadays, bechlal, thank you for reminding me, nowadays, bechlal, that we're very weak. So we're very makel on this fast to tell people that they don't need to fast. Maybe they fast a couple hours, fast till chatzois, and that type of thing, because it's busy time, and as it is, many people don't fast well. So therefore, we tell them not to fast, especially the kalas. The chasanim really depends on their their physical well-being. Yeah. All right. We will stop over there. It's a pretty short and sweet one tonight. Have a fine night.